All right. Okay. Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our National Training Week session. I'm Adib, and I'm delighted to be your host for today's session. We are honored to have our expert trainer, Mr. Alex, who will be sharing valuable insights on introduction to Google Analytics 4, analyzing and optimizing website data for beginners. During the session, please feel free to ask questions in the chat box below. Mr. Alex will address all questions at the end of the session. As a reminder, please keep your microphones muted throughout the session to avoid any disruptions. Without further ado, I hand over to Mr. Alex.
Okay, thanks, Adib, for the introduction. Hi, good morning, everyone. So today, this session is a bit boring and technical because not many people are actually wanting to go deep into Google Analytics 4. But some of us will require to because it could help you improve your decision making in terms of online marketing. And it can also help you measure how your SEO campaign is going to work. So if you do SEO, if you do website optimization, if you manage website for the company, then Google Analytics 4 becomes a very crucial play in terms of helping you make better decisions to grow the traffic, to increase traffic engagement, to see whether the traffic keep coming back to your website, to check whether the traffic got have conversion. So these are the meaningful data that we want to look at. Now, one of the most question that I got asked is that it's so overwhelmed. Where should I start? How do we start? So this short introduction is just to give you an idea, walk through with you the dashboard, what to look at, what does that mean, and how perhaps we can use a bit of AI. Use a bit of AI creatively, learn how to analyze the data and study the relationship. I'm going to share my screen now. So let me go back to my full screen. So if you can't hear me or you can't see my screen, just let me know, yeah? So Google Analytics 4 is designed to measure the user experience. So Google Analytics 4 is to help you answer questions like how users interact with your website, how effective is your campaign, which content is most helpful. So the data can be used to understand how user is interacting with your website, right? So that you can learn, understand what they do, what do they need. Example, inside Google Analytics Store, you're going to see something like this: acquisition report, engagement report, monetization, and retention report. These are the most basic, common, fundamental report that all of us, when we put Google Analytics 4 inside the website. Later, we will go through each of these reports inside Google Analytics 4 and just look at the one that is important to you. So, example, if you have an e-commerce site, right? You have an e-commerce website, you will want to find out how user finds your website, from which device and from where. So this is where we can find all the data under acquisition report. And then what products do you view and which one has been added to the shopping cart. Yeah, so it's called engagement. What are they doing actually in your website? How are they interacting with your website? So this one is when they reach your website. This one is what do they do in your website. Right, and last but not least, this one, product or services. What do they bought? What have they bought? How much do they buy? Yeah, and what is the value? What is the profit? So A classic example of using Google Analytics 4 is like using this e-commerce site from acquisition, engagement to monetization and retention. We will have multiple accounts that we will create, yeah, to host your site. And they have three things that you need to understand. This is the structure of a Google Analytics. The first is we're going to create an account. If you have a business entity, and then you can create an account, right? And then afterwards, you assign property. Property are usually website, right? So let's say this is a company. A company have different website that is related to each other. Then you can have multiple property here. Then after that, they will ask you, where can I stream my data? Where is the website? What's the name you're going to key in inside? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Google Analytics 4 straight, and then I'll explain to you the overview of the dashboard. This is a Google Analytics 4 account. We can do this exercise together. So if you are on the laptop, what I'd like you to do now is you go to Google in a bit, yeah? You type this keyword called Google Analytics 4 demo account. Google Analytics 4 demo account. If you have yet to able to see Google Analytics account, or you don't have any access yet for a company, then you go to Google, you type Google Analytics 4 demo account. What you want to do is to click on the first result here, scroll down, and you'll be able to see Google Analytics 4, Google Merchandise Store, Google Analytics 4 flooded. So the first one is only focused on website data. The second one is for people who have apps and web. So if your company business have both a website and also apps, then this demo account is more relevant to you. If your company website only focus on website, they don't have web apps, then you can use this as a demo account to learn about Google Analytics 4. Click on this, and you will see the data that is available to you. This is what Google actually doing for us to experience how Google Analytics 4 actually look like, experience. Okay, just give me a while. Now, remember the report that I shared with you? This one? Acquisition, engagement, monetization, and retention. These are the 4 reports that you will want to see. You can find it under here, reports. If you click on this report, you'll be able to find this life cycle under life cycle. Can you see? Acquisition, engagement, monetization, retention. This is the 4 main reports that most people will use for most cases. The rest is just some additional information. So later I'm going to explain to you. Think of this as a funnel. People come in here, they reach doing it for you. So they actually, yeah, Google does a lot of big changes. This is called universal analytics. Last time, very simple ways to the action of a user, but actually nowadays the behavior of a user is getting more complex. All right, I'll give you an example in the video. So example, one of will assets account. Example, you go to Google search thing, and then you go to YouTube also, then you go to Facebook, you go to TikTok. So there are many kind of moving. So it's getting more complex in terms of behavioral journey of a user. That's what but they are only focusing on Google. Okay. Hold on, my audio is like always the notification keep popping up. So just give me a while. Let me try. Okay, now just now we talk about 4 reports, right? So this is the demo account. Do you know where does this account comes from? Where does this data comes from? If you go to Google, you type this keyword called Google Merchant Center. Sorry, not Google Merchant Center. Google Merchandise Store. Merchandise Store. Okay. The data that you see from this analytics account, the demo account, is from here, Google Merchandise Store. So did you know Google has its merchandise store online, has an online store? So it looks something like this, yeah? Google Merch Shop, they call it Merch Shop, yeah? Google Merchandise Store. So if you go down, this is the Google Merchandise Store. Yeah. So all the data, people who coming in here is under here. Okay, you see it here. Okay, now let's talk about setting up the account. If you are using WordPress, then you need to install this plugin called Google Sidekick. Okay, so if you using WordPress, so I'm going to give you an example. So let me just go into one of the account and show you. So let's say if you are using one of you are managing company's website. Now you will want to go into the back end and then to set up this thing called Sidekick. Can you see Sidekick? Google Sidekick. Basically, what you need is to add a new plugin inside here. And then you will want to find this keyword called Sidekick. So come here and click Sidekick. Then you'll be able to see here. Can you see? Sidekick by Google. So this is where you want to activate it and then you connect your account with the Google Analytics 4. All right. So if you don't have, later you can install this and then you can connect it. You can also come to Google Analytics 4. You just type Google Analytics 4. Then you just click on any of this right here. Then you can follow this one and then you can just log in. So let me just find. So let me just show you where to go get this. Hold on, this one. Uh, analytics.google.com. Oh, sorry, because I already have accounts already. So what you want to do is, example, now I'm going to come here. You just type analytics.google.com and then you can actually start signing up. Analytics.google.com. Once you are here, actually what you see is kosong one. You will want to start creating an account first. So other than coming here, once you install this, you need to come here and go to admin section. Go to admin section and this is where you can find the details here, right? This account, your property means your assets. Data collection means how you are collecting data, where does the data come from. Data display means how would be the data display, how you want it to display. And then product links. Product links means linking your different accounts inside Google Analytics. So example, you can link your Ads Manager account, you can link your Google Ads account, you can link your Merchant Center account or Google Search Console account. Those Google properties can put inside together with GA4 allows you to see things in a more holistic way. So let me go through one by one. So under admin account, if you want to create something new, you just come here. Very simple, right? Just click create account.
And you just follow the step. Create account, create the property, create the business. So example, I'm going to do one example for you. We'll put test account, just put your company name and you just hit all the dot here, this one. Click next. Next thing, property name. Property name, usually you can put a website name or you can put a company name, all right? Company sample name. So choose the reporting time zone. Now, this reporting time zone will affect how your report is going to come out. If you choose the random time zone, the report that you see is going to be accurate. So currency is for you to see to put the conversion value later. I'm going to click next. So choose your industry and then choose your business objective. Now I will encourage you to choose this other multiple types of reports. So everything. Yeah, this is not a very important decision. If you choose the choose accidentally choose other also never mind. But what we do usually we just choose this one other multiple types of report so you can see what you want to see. Then you click create. Then choose the what do you call country. Just need to accept the term. So you accept the term only then you can start creating account. So once I does this already, they will ask you choose platform to collect the data. Where do you want the data to come from? If you have website, you only do this. If you have both, then you do both. Yeah. How it looks like is this. So I'm going to click here web, and I'm going to put in my website. So when you put in your website, say example abc.com. This is what you are going to do. All right. And then stream name means the website name. You can put the website name or you can just put back the URL. Yeah, as long as it is easy for you to refer. So this is for your own reference only. Stream name is to refer to the website. So sometimes website a lot of www dot a lot of words. People want to make it simplify it, so they'll just put ABC group like that or ABC company. So you decide, no problem. And that's it. Once you're done, you just click create. So I'm not going to create any new website because I don't have any. I have done it already. So once you've done this, okay. So once you've done this, you will start seeing this thing called data stream. Once you've done it already, they will bring you to this place. So let me just show you quickly. You come here, go to admin, and then you go to property details. Oh, sorry, go to data stream here. So once you've done everything already, it will actually automatically brings you to this place. So this is the stream name. This is your URL. Okay, so let me just zoom in. This is the stream name. This is the URL. They will give you a code. They will give you an ID. So that ID is going to help you to put inside here, sync together. All right. This is verification process. When you just creating an account, you are not going to see any traffic one. So it's going to be zero. No data shown in the past 48 hours. This is the notes that you will see. Give it a bit of time to run, to warm up, to get people coming in. You will start collecting data. Then only it will turn to this notification, receiving traffic in the past 48 hours. So if you see this, means that you are okay. You are actually doing it right. Click on this and you will see all the details. Yeah, stream name, the URL, the ID, the measurement. So you go down, you will see this thing called enhanced measurement. Now, just turn this on. If you are admin, you can turn on or turn off. Basically, what is this is that Google Analytics 4 has another types of features that you can leverage on to measure interactions on your site, right? So there's a description here. Automatically measure interaction and content on your sites. In addition to standard page view. Standard page view means how many people view, what do they view. But this one, it will measure the interaction, like how long they stay, what's the how active are they. Yeah, this only GA4 have. Yeah, last time Universal Analytics don't have. So this is the stream name. Now, some of you, if you are not using WordPress and you want to use coding, yeah, maybe you have a more technical person, you can scroll down. Can you see Google tag? You can configure using this one. All right. And if you want to get more data instruction, you can come to this place, view tag instruction. If you click here, then they will give you the instruction. And it's actually quite easy to do. Can you see? You just need to choose your platform. So this is where you follow and see your platform. Then you just choose a platform and they will tell you what to do, right? So for example, let's say I'm using a Shopify. Yeah, let's say I'm a Shopify person. You click, then they will tell you, okay, this is what you need to do. First, you copy this tag. Next, you set out your tag, integrate with Shopify, then follow the 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So don't worry about getting too technical in terms of setting up Google Analytics 4. They have everything for you. You can also install manually. If you click, they'll give you this code. And then you pass to the developer or pass the team to put this code, put immediately after the heading elements. Okay. And then after that, you can test the website. So when you test your website, you will be able to see the person coming based on real-time data. Can you see this one? This is a real-time data, right? Real time. So when you come to go to your website, you want to test, and then you will start seeing actually people coming into you. Okay. So this is what people will coming to you. So if you want to, again, test your website and make sure it's correctly integrated, you can just come to this place. Under real time, you'll be able to see people coming in, right? So this one candle bar is maybe you, yeah, or your colleague. So this is installation instruction for Google Analytics 4. Remember, so it's under admin and go to this place called data stream. Remember, where does the data come from? Now go to that place and then set it up together. This is the most common place that we will always come here to get our ID and then to configure our data if needed. The next thing, let me explain. The next thing that you want to do is go back to admin again, is you want to have a proper access account management. So if you can add people inside, don't use the same account, yeah? Because you use the same account, you are sharing the same account with people and you may risk losing it. So just come here, manage permission for the account. Now, because this is a demo account, so I can't add people. You can add the emails here and then to get people go inside. Let me see if I could pull out one of the sample data. So I'm going to do one example, show you. Okay, maybe just, yeah, this one. So for example, you can come here, admin. You can click account access management. Oh, so I don't have access, so not this one. Yeah, hold on, just give me a while. Account access management. So you can come here, you can add people, you can add user, and then you can give them the permission. Okay. So do this and it will be streamlined and organize your account in a more effective way, in a more secure way too. All right. So that it's almost all about the admin. It's simple to set up. So let me just summarize what we talked about just now. So when it comes to Google Analytics 4, if you want to have a demo account, just type Google Analytics 4 demo account, come to the demo account like so. And then the next thing you want to do is to start creating account under here. Click create. Yeah. So click create account. Remember to follow the steps. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like filling up forms. The last steps, only the last step is a bit tricky, which is they will ask you where do you want the data coming from. So this is where you want to insert your website URL and stream name. And then once you created account, it will brings you to where? To this place called data stream. It will bring you to this place called data stream. And if you click inside, you'll see all the details about your Google Analytics. And you scroll down. If you want to do it using different platform, if you have different platform, you just need to click here, view tag instruction. Under view tag instruction, you can see all other platforms and they will give you the step-by-step instruction. So that is based on what you have here. Now, if you don't have see anything here and you are not sure, you can use this one, insert manually. And then you can test your website. Once you put it, you can click test. And of course, they'll tell you whether it's successful or not. And how do you know actually it's flowing? Is that you just come here, just need to go to home. Actually, go to home, you'll be able to look at the actually a real active user, real time. Okay, that is how you can see whether you're on the right track or not. Now let's talk about data. Let's say if you have data already, what you want to do is to start analyzing it. So I'm going to show you some interesting things that you can do using Google Analytics 4. So first go to report. Remember the report that I share about? The main one that you will want to do is the life cycle report. So life cycle report is to study the funnel. Okay. And then if you have link with Search Console, it will appear here. Google Search Console. By default, don't have, so you will want to manually install it. So Google Search Console, again, is to measure website performance, yeah? Measure website performance. So if you go to Google, you type Google Search Console, you click on it, then you just need to start, do the same thing, right? So Google Search Console is study website performance. Example, whether a website is slow or fast, whether your page has been published or indexed inside Google, whether you got penalized enough by Google, or how is your page performing inside Google, right? So that's a bit of difference. GA4, Google Analytics 4 is study the user's behavior, yeah? Let's come back to life cycle. You have acquisition, engagement, monetization, retention. If you want to uh, learn this thing in a more structured way, this is how you learn. Just familiarize with the big one first. Life cycle, search console, user. Then only you do the drop down. Life cycle, you drop down. Now you get acquisition, engagement, monetization, retention. So this is a big structure. Then break down into 4 areas. Then you can break down some more. You can see the overview. Yeah, these are more specific one. User specific data, traffic acquisition specific data, user acquisition cohort specific data. So let's talk about acquisition. Acquisition means how do you get this traffic? Where are they? Where do they comes from? So that is called acquisition. Where do they come from? How do you capture this traffic? From where? Which channel? Let's click overview. Now, something that I will always use for this report, if you are feel very overwhelmed with all this data, you don't need to be afraid. You just need to scroll down here and I just guide you only. You will see this thing called new user. So you want to know how many new user actually coming to your site from where, from which channel, right? So based on past 28 days, I have 48,000 people coming direct straight to my website. Meaning to say, direct means people send me the link, I click on it. It's called direct. Direct means I go Google, I type, call direct. Or I bookmark this link called Google Merchandise Store. I click straight away. Or when I read the person's email, PDF file, they link me to that. So it's called the direct. So direct means straight, go to your website, navigational types. If you do SEO, you look at this thing called organic search. The reason you do SEO is because you want to generate more organic keywords for your site to rank higher. Kan? So if that's the case, you look at organic search because that is what people found you organically, naturally, based on keywords. Yeah. So if I go to here, I type Google merchandise store. All right. Maybe I scroll. I saw this. I click. Then from organic, or based on keyword. Best merchandise store in Google, something like that, or best merchandise that I can find for Google brand. Then I saw something here that I click. So that would be organic search. Then next one you will have referral. So referral can be similar to social, right? So referral can means a, a certain code, yeah, a certain link that you give to people, then people click. So that could be referral. The next one is called cross network. So cross network means ads campaign. This is an ads campaign. Okay, so just think of cross network means different Google channels or Google affiliate channel that is running ads to help you reach out to people. Cross network is under this campaign called Performance Max campaign. If you run Google Ads Performance Max campaign, you will see this thing inside your Google Analytics 4, right? It's called cross network. So Google will want to know how many people actually come from the ads. Paid search means pay per click. Pay per click. So what's the difference? Paid search means only search ads. Cross network means multiple channel. Okay, be YouTube and then to other people's website banner, then to display. A lot of different platforms. It's quite called cross network. Many platforms under Google ecosystem. Paid search means only PPC campaign. Then you have email and the rest. So the next thing that you can also try is to click on this breakdown. Then you click this thing called first user source medium. So I want to look at exactly which platform they comes from. So click. Can you see? Google Organic, Google CPC. Then this one is maybe it's a referral, I believe so. Yeah, referral, right? At analytics.appspot.com. So this brand is actually referring people to Google Merchandise Store. Yeah. So Google can put it under referral. Then you have Baidu Organic. Then you have other referral. With this thing, you come here, you choose source medium, you can actually know which website, all right, or which platform it comes from. If you want to see more data, you just click here, view user acquisition. Click and then they'll give more data to show you over time. Let me just scroll down. Yeah. So this is what you will see. Total user, new user, returning user. Yeah. So new user plus returning user. Okay. So and then you can also see average engagement time per active user, engaged session. Now, you may see this term sessions. What does session means? Session means a group of people inside this website. How active are they during this period of time? Okay, so let me repeat. Session means the group of people coming to your website. These people come to your website at certain point of time, 30 minutes. How engaged are they? All right. So it's not like coming in, because some people come to your website, they'll just leave. Some people come in, leave. Some people come in, but it's not active. So engaged session means they view 2 pages, they scroll something, and then they know, oh, these are the active user, right? To give you a sense of how active are these people. So how active are these every user? You get what I mean? Okay, so that is what you will see the data. Now, if you are okay, then let's go back. Let's talk about the next one, which is engagement. So under engagement, can click overview. This is where we can see which website page has the highest view, has the lowest view, and what is the time they spend averagely. Scroll down. right? Can you see this one? Page title and screen class, you can see homepage has the highest view. Yeah, usually most of the time people will realize that homepage is always the highest view. Then holiday has the third one. Then new item page, men's page, apparel's page, then followed by sales. Interesting. How can you use this for your marketing decision? So maybe holiday is coming. That's why I see it's coming up. So what can I do to optimize this holiday Google Merchandise Store campaign? Maybe I put a banner here on home, drive people to this page, right? So that are some of the things idea you can do. Now the other thing that you can do is this. You can, let me just scroll up. You can screenshot example, and let's use AI. Yeah? So you go to Gemini example, Gemini AI. You want to place this screenshot here, and you can ask something like this. Yeah, this is my GA4 data, and please share with me how can I drive more traffic, all right, to my holiday. Okay, what's the name? Holiday Google Merch Shop page. Yeah, actually in the apparels industry where I sell merchandise for to my customers around the world. You know, you can write something like this. You give the context and you want to brainstorm with AI. What can you do? Give me top 5 ideas that you think would increase the traffic for this site. Get them to answer, get them to answer, and then you can do this, yeah? Right? So let's see what they say. All right, here are the 5 ideas to drive more traffic to your holiday. This page, targeted Google Ads campaign, specifically for what? And then number 2, email marketing campaign, SEO. Number 5, utilize shopping. Now, if it's too much for you, just say something like this. Summarize this in a table format. Can you see ideas, description? Yeah. So it can be as simple as like that. Using Google Analytics tool together with AI can actually help you analyze the data in greater details, and sometimes it gives you some new creative idea that we never thought of. Yeah. So try it out when you have time. Let's go to the next one. Score traffic acquisition. Oh, sorry. Engagement done already. Yeah. So the idea here is just to look at which pages has the highest view and what can you do about it. Yeah. Make it simplified, easy to use. So scroll down. Yeah, these are all the page. Now, this is the name of the page. If you want to look at the URL, sometimes you forgot, what is this page? Which URL is that? You are not sure, right? So you can go to the, let me see if this one, page path. Page path, you choose page path and screen class, you will see these are the actual link. This is the URL link that is actually has the highest view. So this slash means home, okay? Slash means home page. Then second, checkout page has the highest engagement. Then followed by the rest. Okay. Now, what is this tick? This tick is here, this graph. So if you take away the tick, then you won't see the thing lah. So you can actually take what you want to see, then it can show you the graph here. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Acquisition, engagement. Last one is monetization. This one you have to set it manually because Google don't know what does monetization means to you at the touch point. If you're selling e-commerce, you have to set this up with your developer, all right, correctly on how to view the data from here. So example, this demo account says that total revenue is 327,000. But how do Google know? You have to set it up manually, yeah? So this is not by default. We have to think and what to do and what does that mean and how much all the products we have to put in the data. So go down, you can look at the item purchase. You can set in such a way that which item has been purchased and which item has the most purchase. Then you can make some bundles. Maybe you can do some offers. You can do some campaign and push more to the best sellers. Or you can think about the strategic plan. What do you want to do with the bestseller? Yeah. So this is monetization. It's pretty straightforward. Just to look at which item has a higher sale, how much revenue per active user, and then for how much total purchase from first time person or total purchase. All right. Now, one issue a lot of people will face, including myself, is that the data that you set up, yeah, versus the back end, the actual sales that you collected, if could see discrepancy. The data, what you see here is not 100% accurate, man. So a lot of time you will see the data maybe 80%, 90% accurate. You want to just make it as close as possible to your actual backend data. So if you open up your P&L, you won't actually see 327,000 sales. Probably you have more, probably you have less. Yeah. And that is the nature of data analytics. So you want to pay attention to this. You will always find that, why is it not tally? Why is it not tally? Yeah. So for now, it's very hard for us to do the tally at the moment from what I learned. What we can do is to reduce the discrepancy of the data so that the people here can see, take it as a pinch of salt, look at the trend, the chart, and then they can make a better decision compared to looking at the data that is not accurate at all. And so the data that they want to see and versus the actual data, you have to reduce the gap. Yeah, something you may experience. All right, next thing, let's talk about retention. Retention means how are they retained inside your website. So retention can also means how many people actually coming back to your site, retaining user. If you will have blogs, if you are e-commerce website, if you are selling products, you are actually a platform. You want to have returning users, right? But if you're just a corporate informational website, you don't need a lot of returning user. So let's say your website is just for corporate information, 5 pages, the normal one, talks about services. You don't need people. You won't see very high returning user. But if you're media site, you have a lot of blogs, or you have e-commerce, yeah, then you want to track this because you want to people keep coming back to your website and see your content, right? But if you write a lot of blogs, but you don't have a lot of returning user, now then maybe something is wrong also. That means you write a lot of content, but no one coming back to see. Okay, so let's go down. Um, let me show you what are things that you can look at. So basically, this one is just to look at the how retained is this person. You will want to actually look at the peak and then see if you can identify any peak. So this one and the dip. So the peak and the dip. So why is there a peak here? Why is there a dip maybe here? All right. So your data may show you different things. Let me give you one example. Let me use. So I'll click home and I would like to show you. So this is last 7 days. You can pull this out, say last 90 days. So see if there's any peak, if there's any dip, and then when you want to see, oh, why is that suddenly got lesser and lesser? Then you may want to know what's happening now. So looking at the trend is one of the best thing that marketers can do to spot and identify what are the things, or why is it like that? Okay. So coming back, I don't have actual data here, but let me just pull out my slides in a bit and show you. Something like that, something like that. When you study a report, you want to find out why is there a peak, why is there a dip, yeah, so that you can know, is there something happen here? Is there something here? Maybe you will see like the up down, up down, up down, up down. It's because of Monday to Friday, right? Saturday, Sunday, less visits, also possible. Yeah. So Monday to Friday, a lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of people. Then Saturday, Sunday, everyone family time, family time. That's why not many people go to your website. And then maybe you work with a KOL, right? Then suddenly push out. Maybe you do some billboard ads, some exhibition roadshow ads, getting people to go to your website and sign up something. Then you will also see a peak. So then it's just a way to analyze. Let me go back. Next one is Search Console. Remember, Search Console is not under GA4, Google Analytics 4. You will have to come to Search Console here to install and then to link inside Google Analytics 4. And then they will show you data, these two main data, like the queries. Queries means what do people type and make your website appear? What keywords do they type that makes your website appear? So people type Google Merchandise Store. People type Google Cloud Certified Merchandise, right? And then they click on your website. This is search click. This is impression. So it appear, just think of it as appearing 117 times, but they click 56 times, right? This is query, means what do people type? This is the keyword that people are typing, makes your website appear, and then how many people actually clicks. And then you can calculate click-through rate from here. And then this is the average position. If you want to know the ranking of your website, from which keyword, by which keyword, these are the one. Can you see? This is 1111. So example, if I type Google Cloud Perks, okay? Google Cloud Perks. So can you see? Google Merchandise Store, this is the first page. So the data shows 1.51. So depending on your activities, depending on your country, so sometimes you will see on top, sometimes you will see it here, sometimes you will see at the third. So that's what it meant by average position. Okay, next one, organic search traffic. For those who do SEO, this is what you want to look at, right? Which page has the highest organic search clicks? Which page has the highest clicks based on what people type in keywords and then they click on it. And that would be part of your SEO campaign. Let's go to the next one. You go to user, you can check user attributes, right? User attributes, overview, where are they from? Which city? What's their interest? So here I can see most of them are from the US. You scroll down, from which city? You can check gender, female and male, and you can see interest, active users interest. Of course, when you see the drop down here, you can actually filter. You can filter, yeah. Go down some more by age, by language. That is one captured by Google that can help you identify these groups of people. Can you know individual data? Answer is no, right? The question that sometimes I get, are we able to capture the individual data from Google Analytics 4? Answer is no, because of privacy. So Google will never show you the very granular types of data, or else you're going to know the person's background, right? So to protect their privacy and security, they will give you what do you call a average data that is can get, right? So that no one can know much more details about who you are as an individual. Yeah. So they'll just show you the groups. Yeah, groups. Demographic details. So you can go down. You can see it, right? More details under here. Next one is tag. So you go to tag, you click overview, you will see how many from Safari, how many using Windows, how many using MacBook here. Example, operating system, you can find it here. You can find it how many from desktop, from mobile, from tablet. By browser, how many? Yeah, and then even the screen resolution. Now I'm not very sure uh what can we use this, yeah? So again, if maybe there are certain industry that require um screen resolution as part of the strategy, maybe creative industry. So same thing, you screenshot, you put inside Gemini, you ask them to give you idea. You ask them, what does that mean? Why is it like that? Boleh? Okay. Now there are a few more things that I will share with you here, which is this one. Click on this insight, click, you can actually straight away come here and ask some questions for you from there. Pull the data from these questions. Example, if I click user acquisition, I just want to know how many users from organic search in the last 30 days. Just click, they'll pull the data immediately. Then you don't have to do anything. You don't have to click here, fine. So you can click go back, suggested questions, basic performance. What day do I get the most users? So instead of finding yourself, just click. Then you'll say, oh, Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday seems like it has the highest users based on these dates. All right. So you can go back. So go through all these insights. Who knows, you will maybe find some surprise insight, right? So this is all about the base of Google Analytics 4. You don't have to understand every single thing inside because number one, they are also testing it out. They are actually doing a lot of testing things and then they're going to continue to add new things. What you want to do is to measure these few things that I'm going to share with you now. I'm going to open this notepad and summarize all the details here for you. So for example, so SEO campaign, let me just look at that. So you want to using GA4 to track traffic growth. How is the traffic growing from based on month to month, compare quarter to quarter, from week to week, from year to year? And then you think about this. How do you track traffic engagement? All right. You want to know whether more people actually have more engagement. So how do you get this data? How do you get this data? You come here, you click engagement, right? So everything is here. So the next thing is to track traffic relevancy. How relevant is the traffic coming to you? If your companies maybe focus on certain country, only Malaysian market, but you get a lot of traffic from overseas, right, very far away, then maybe it's not relevant to you. Those traffic coming to you, you see a lot of growth, you see engagement, but traffic is not relevant to you because you don't serve those country very far away. You only serve local Malaysian country, right? The next one, track returning traffic. Yeah, returning traffic. How many people, how many percent people actually coming back to you? And then the last one, track traffic conversion. At the end of the day, you want a lot of traffic, but at the same time, you also want people to convert, isn't it? So that's the idea of why you want to do this. So do you receive calls, inquiries, live chats from the visitors? Is it growing or is it reduced? So these are the 5 things that you can look into when it comes to using Google Analytics 4. You don't have to track every single thing. Just look at the first 2 or first 3. These are the good signal that we want to look at. But to make it a full picture, these are the total 5 things that you can consider. Okay, so let me just summarize again what we talk about this 1 hour, 60 minutes. I want to make sure you gain something attending this webinar. So number one, GA4, Google Analytics 4, is to measure and understand users' behavior, right? Like what do they do, how much time they spend there, how do you know where are they from? And then you want to have GSC, Google Search Console, not Golden Screen Cinema, yeah? Google Search Console, measure website performance, all right? Like whether your site got how many clicks and then how many impression, things like that. And then what you want to do is we also introduce you Google Sitekit. Okay, so using WordPress plugin for your to connect. So that's one of the easiest way. Then to create an account, go to create. All right. So to create, follow instruction. To see whether your website got actually people coming into you or not, go to data stream. Right. Track whether you have traffic. Okay. So track whether you have traffic from data stream. And then for reporting, look at these five things. Life cycle, under life cycle, this one. For reporting, you can just start from here. Look at life cycle report. Oops, hold on. Report. Okay. Now there are some tools, some other interesting way that I use. Leverage AI. So you screenshot, paste in Gemini. You of course you can paste in Copilot, whatever tools you are using, yeah, or Claude or ChatGPT. So I use a lot of AI to help me brainstorm to find out things. But your kung fu must be there, your fundamental must be there, so that when you leverage AI, you know that they are not talking something that is haywire, because AI do make mistakes, isn't it? Mm. So next advice for all of you here is to learn to identify trend, okay, pattern, trend pattern, and then reduce discrepancy of the data. So find ways to reduce the discrepancy of the data. So data, remember, it's not going to be 100% correct. What you see in Google Analytics is just estimation. Back end, if you follow just how I mentioned, right? The money that you make, that you see in GA4 that versus that you want that you open from the actual account would have different. So you want to reduce smaller gap, that's all. Okay. So use Google GA4 demo account to experience everything inside. And remember, GA4 always add new things, constant evolve. It's still quite new because this is just like what last year July only starts. So it's about 1 year plus, almost 1 year plus things only, almost 2 years. But they are going to add more things inside and it may makes you feel overwhelmed. But don't worry, you have AI. You just focus on life cycle report that will actually give you a bigger picture, and then you trace back, see whether this gives you the holistic answer that you're looking for. So marketing is all about trial, testing, optimization. That's why we need to do this. So I hope you enjoy the session. So it's almost 1 hour already, so I don't want to hold you back longer. So you can ask me question. If there's any question, you can ask me. And then I will probably take 1 minute of questions. You can unmute or you can put in the chat box. So any questions anyone like to ask? So meantime, I'll pass back to the organizer, Adib.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Alex. So we take a moment to collect questions if there are any questions lah.
Okay, any questions? Anything you like to know or you want to add on? Or did you learn something, or it's just still very confusing?
Oh,
All right, seems like there's no question. Then learn something. Thank you, Yunus, for the sharing. Just need to apply. Yes, correct. You're absolutely right. Okay, so maybe I'll pass back to Adip.
all right, sure. All right. Again, thank you, Mr. Alex, for the excellent presentation. Right. Regarding your certificates, we are pleased to inform you that your attendance has been recorded and your course status will be marked as completed after the session. You will receive your e-certificate through the NTW portal upon successful completion of the TEE assessment. The certificate can be generated from the applied course section of your individual profile. Alright, as for the video recording of this session, it will be available on our YouTube channel at Cell Academy Malaysia by next week. As the continuation, okay. So before we end the session, let us take a look of the public training we offered. So we have digital marketing professional by Mr. Alex himself, social media marketing, introduction to AI tools, ChatGPT and AI tools, CapCut for video marketing, Canva design bootcamp, Microsoft Excel basic level, Microsoft Excel intermediate and advanced level, Microsoft Excel data analytics and visualization tool, and lastly, Microsoft Power Query data cleansing and processing. All right. Thank you all for your participation and have a great day. Once again, thank you, Mr. Alex.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you. Keep in touch. Look forward to seeing you in real person. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.